Hey guys, it is me, Courtney. I am so sorry it's been like 1,000 years since I made a video, but I've been super busy working and living life, but I am off today, so I thought I would make a video with my go-to makeup look that I've been doing a lot these days. So I'm gonna use some of my favorites, some new products that I have, and let's just jump right into the video. I'm going to start with a little eye gel that I got in an Ipsy bag. So just going to take that under the eyes.
For my hydration today, I just got this in the Sephora birthday bonus. It's Caudalie Venosource Creme Sorbet Hydratant. And I really like the packaging. I really like that pink color.
I was just at Sephora this week and I picked up this primer called No Poreblem by Touch in Sol. This was $18 for this big whole thing, and I'm always trying to cover up pores around my nose. And
I heard one of my YouTubers that I really like, Kathleen Sparks, saying that she really liked it. So we're going to try it out. I've been having problems lately with makeup breaking up around my nose during the day, and under and around my nose, so that's where I'm really going to focus it.
My new favorite Holy Grail foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I'm in the color Desert Beige. If you do go get this, I would recommend getting color matched because there's like over 40 colors. This will stay in place all day. It is the one that does the best around my nose. I do think this is the best foundation I've ever used in my life. Now, they recently came out with a nude version, which is lighter. Lighter on the face, meaning that it's not like, this is a heavy duty foundation. I mean, you can certainly wear it every day if you want that full coverage, stay in place thing. I've been trying to save this for just more days, like if I'm going on a date or I have something big at work or something like that. So today I'm gonna go with this one, and I highly recommend, if you get either of these, to purchase a pump separate. It's $10 at Nordstrom. I bought these at Nordstrom. Because these are really hard to pour out. This one's pretty watery. So we're just gonna pat, pat, pat.
So on areas that are more of your trouble areas, you can definitely apply a little bit more to make it a little bit more buildable. And this won't get cakey. This is a buildable foundation, so you can do a really light layer. But I think it finishes really nice. I have tried it with a brush, and it does really well. I have tried the new Fenty Beauty foundation by Rihanna, and I really like it. I got like a deluxe sample from Sephora, and I'm going on vacation tomorrow, and that's actually the one I'm going to bring with me, mostly because it's in a small bottle. But definitely like it. It's really sold out. But again, I would probably want to color match for that one because they do have 40 shades. If you have darker skin, I would definitely go Fenty.
Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, these are amazing. If I'm going out and I'm just putting a little concealer under my eyes and I don't have foundation on, literally any concealer will do. I tend to use Rimmel and e.l.f. Like if I'm just going out real quick to walk the dog and I just want to cover up my under eye circles. But if I'm putting on foundation and I want, you know, a likewise concealing effect, Tarte Shape Tape is the best. It is sold at Ulta. It is not sold at Sephora, and it is sold on Tarte's website. And this will last you a long time. Just save yourself a lot of time and money and energy and just go get it. I have the colors light neutral and fair neutral. I am a neutral skin tone. So I use light neutral to go over my problem areas. Now, I don't want to use a super light color on these areas because I don't want to bring more attention to them.
So if you have a zit, don't use a super light concealer on them because you're just going to bring more attention to them.
Whoops. And I actually like to do the outside of my eye with that color, and then I use fair neutral, which is really, really light, probably too light, but to just lighten up that area.
And then I'm going to use my smaller beauty blender to blend that in. And a little trick is to let your concealer sit under your eyes for like 20 seconds before you blend it in.
So have any of you guys gotten the new Apple Watch? I just got the Apple 3 watch in this rose color. And I got this cellular version, so I can actually make calls and texts with it, which I really like because when I'm out and about just walking around or like earlier this morning I was in the kitchen making coffee and I got a text message and I didn't know where my phone was, but it was just really nice because I could just look right there and see what the text message was. And it also is set up, oh, I hate when the lights do that. It is set up on my phone and my Apple Watch that if I get a text or a call when driving now, it sends a message that says, I'm driving, and I will read your message when I get to where I'm going. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so I saw another one of my favorite YouTubers, Nikia Joy, who I highly recommend you guys watch, say that this Maybelline Fit Me powder, it is not a translucent powder, but it is a loose finishing powder. And she showed how it really blurred out her imperfections. I have the color Fair Light. And she used a beauty blender to apply as opposed to a brush. So I'm just gonna dot it, especially along my nose, because that's the part that, like I said, really breaks up for me.
I'm going to do a heavy dose and onto my forehead because that area breaks up for me as well. And along my chin. So this will give you a little extra coverage. I believe it was $7.99 at CVS, and I got it yesterday.
So I'm trying this instead of translucent powder today. And I'm not gonna put it right under my eyes because I'm a little wrinkly and dry there. And I don't want it to be even more so because no matter what, powder really does tend to do that to me. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of lip. This is a super fancy new product that I got at Sephora. It is Yves Saint Laurent. I believe it's called the Tatouage Couture Matte Stain. I have the color 11. And this is a nude, no, it's not really nude. It's a light pink. I saw YouTubers raving about this. I'm gonna be turning 36 in like a week, and I just thought that this would be a little present to myself. So it's not a liquid lipstick really, it's more of a stain. But I just think it is the prettiest color.
Of a pink, and I'm always looking for this color. Now with liquid lipsticks or stains, I actually try not to press my lips together because I just want it to, because my lips aren't really even, and when I press it together it goes outside the lines. This has a really cool little brush that helps guide you along your lips. They came out with a bunch of colors, and I think it's just stunning. I think this is worth the $36 I paid for it.
Okay, so next I am going to wipe off this powder. So I'm going to take the excess on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to wipe that all off.
So I do think that that laid down really well on the face. I think it does offer a little extra coverage, and it does blur imperfections a bit.
Okay, on to face. I'm actually going to use just a little cheapo guy from e.l.f. This is the Total Face palette. Now this is actually really for more fair to light skin. If you have darker skin, I would not recommend this.
You have a bronzer, 2 light blushes, and a highlighter, which is not very shimmery or intense. So if you just want a gentle glow to your face, like for work, this would be a great work palette.
So I am just going to take my Morphe Y5 brush. And again, this tutorial is just more for a light, everyday look. So I'm not doing anything too fancy here. I'm just kind of darkening up areas to, now that I've made my face look like it has no color, just bringing some color back.
I like to darken the tip of my nose to make it not so big, and along my jawline a little bit to define it. And I'll even take it here because this is where the sun would naturally hit me.
Then I'm going to take a fluffy blush brush, and I'm just going to mix these 2 blush colors here and just do a sweep along the cheeks. So nothing fancy. Okay, for my highlighter today, I'm going to use this one by Physicians Formula I've really been liking. Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls Translucent Pearl.
I'm just going to take a Morphe E61 brush, I'm going to swirl it around, and I'm just going to dust it. There's a Great Dane behind me. I've been trying to get her to gain weight. She turned 1 in August, and she's been a little low on the weight scale, so I've been mixing wet food in with her dry food, and she gobbles it down. So she's about 97, 98 pounds right now.
Moving on to eyes, we are going to use one of my favorite palettes of all time for a basic eye look. If I had to pick one palette in the world, I might pick this one. It's by Viseart. It is the Theory palette in Cashmere. If you're okay with browns, this is a wonderful basic eye palette. You have 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. The shimmers are not over the top. This is a great palette for an everyday look, great palette for work. I'm gonna take a brush cleaner. I really like this one. This one is from Sephora. It is huge. It will last you forever. And I'm just rubbing the brush into a paper towel.
So I'm just going to kind of cover the whole lid with this white color just to give it a base.
And then I'm going to take this medium brown and I'm basically gonna put that all over the lid. And I'm going to use my fluffy brush to build it into the crease with windshield wiper motions. And I don't want to bring it up too high over the crease, but I like to concentrate it over to the outsides a little bit. And again, just using my eye as a guide. I'm going to take it all the way in. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now that I've got that brown shadow on both lids, if you can see it there, I'm just going to wipe this brush off on a paper towel and I'm just going to take it on the top and try to smooth out the top of where that brown was to try to eliminate any harsh lines. Now you can build this up, that brown color, to make it more intense. Just to show you, you could take this darkest brown here to make it more intense in the outer V, meaning just like that, if that V was like that. Now with Viseart shadows, which are my favorite, a little bit goes a long way. See, I really got a good amount with just a little tap in the brush. So I'm applying it with a smaller brush, but what I'm gonna do is blend it out with a little bit of a fluffier brush.
Just blending into the outer V of the eye.
Now, one little trick that I've learned is you can actually take some translucent powder and you can draw a line. So I have translucent powder in this little dish. You can draw a line from the side of your eye going up as a guide to where you're saying, okay, I don't want my shadow to go any farther than that. And so when you're putting on your eyeshadow, it kind of gives you a guide, and also it'll keep the shadow from running over into the sides. It actually will kind of stop it in its tracks. And then you just wipe it off, or I have found it just kind of disappears on its own as you're doing your makeup. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit of pizzazz, you could add a shimmer color, or you could just stop here. I'll add a little bit of shimmer just to show you. Let's go ahead with this middle color here on more of a flat brush. And you can spray your brush with a little Fix Plus if you want. And again, with any shimmer, you could also use your finger. So just to add to the middle of the eye, just a little light, I don't know if I can do this right in this phone mirror, but see how that adds just a little shimmer to the middle of the eye. Now, at the top of the brow bone, I'm going to take this lightest shimmer color here, and I'm just going to create that little point of interest up at the top. And of course, you can also take this into the inner corner. So let's just do just a tab. On a skinnier pencil brush, I'm just going to take that medium brown color and just run it along the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take a clean brush and I'm just going to wipe away that excess powder, and what you're then left with is just a nice clean break there. Easy peasy. Brows. People ask me about brows a lot. I had gotten this Gimme Brow by Benefit in the color 3. It's got this little brush like this, and I've been finding that I will just lightly go over and I'll kind of fill in a little bit more towards the edge and kind of focus on making a little bit more of an arch. And again, I'm just kind of going fast for the purposes of this video. And just made them a little bit more defined. I also got myself for my birthday this Bobbi Brown Longwear Liquid Liner in Golden Bronze Sparkle. Can you see it? Yes. So I'm just gonna start, oh, I'm worried you guys won't be able to see it, all the way in, hugging close to the lash line. And then when I get towards the end, I'm just gonna go in this direction and just make a little wing. And like I said, this is, and I didn't go all the way to the end. Like I said, this is an everyday look, so I'm not gonna make a real intense one. And I'm just trying to connect it more in a little bit of a triangle at the end. And that's basically it. All right, for mascara today, I'm going to use Tarte Tartiste and The Shock by Yves Saint Laurent. So I like to do 2 different mascaras, and I just go over like a million times, trying to get all the way in. A little trick you can do is to use the tip, especially on the outer parts. But by doing this, you're building up a little bit of product at the base of the lash, and that will make them look fuller. Okay, now I'm gonna take the Yves Saint Laurent, The Shock, which is a pretty bigger, fluffy guy, and I'm just gonna wipe off some of the excess, and I'm gonna go over everything. By the way, if you are watching this video this whole time, please give me a thumbs up, and even write in the comment and tell me something that you liked or something that you learned. It does take a while to make these videos, and I love to know if you loved it. I like doing it, but I like to know if other people enjoy it as well. So I'm just going to dot a little along the bottom.
Gonna make a funny face. Making a funny face.
Okay, so that is pretty much it. I'm going to take a Milani Make It Last setting spray. Give a spritz all over. And that is it, guys. Let me know if there's a type of video that you would like to see. And now I am going to go edit the crap out of this video because it is 30 minutes long right now, and I like to watch 30-minute long makeup videos, but you probably don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks, guys.